Welcome back, and we're looking at a garage door opener. Why are we looking at a garage door opener? Well, my whole story is going to revolve around a garage door opener. I have an 8-foot door, 8 by 10, and the plow trucks go in here fine. Now, when I had the 2860 Massey Ferguson before I replaced it with the 4707, the 75 horse, after I sold the loader, dump truck, backhoe's gone, I've taken my business down to just snowplow. Commercial lawn care is over, done, just finished, that's all done. Moving in a different direction in my life. So I am kind of geared down and geared up, if that makes sense. So yeah, so the 2860 wouldn't fit through this door, but the plow trucks do and everything. And you've seen the F350 with a 9-foot dump on it, and that is going to hold my it's going to hold my sander. It's already installed. I got to bring it in, put a flap on the back of it to keep the sand from going underneath the frame, and a couple minor things to do. I still seem to think that I have a antifreeze leak, and I've got to track it down. The bottom hoses are a 2-piece composite, so they snap together and the O-rings go bad in them. You got to replace them. I'm thinking that's where it is coming from, but I've got to get the time. And my garage is a mess. Just stuff piled everywhere. And of course, that tank's from the water last year when we ran out of water because our water froze. We went 3 years with frozen water. We switched our water around where it came in, and I ran a snake out about 15, 18 feet. It wasn't here. It was where it crosses the driveway and we plow over it. It was late in the season, February, and I never got my water back till first part of April. So, yeah, all right, let's go back to here. I just kind of wandered off there for a second. So the reason this is because I've got to put the F350 on this side and it won't go through it, the door. It will go through the door, no problem. But just it only goes up 7 feet, and it's not enough to get the truck through it with the sander. It hangs down about, I need 3 more inches. So I just got a new Craftsman door, garage door opener, and the extension kit for 8 feet. I just ordered another extension kit for this one, and I will put it on the other 8 by 10 eventually. I still, at this point, want to put a garage door opener side mount up here for this big door. This is a 12 by 12. So I need the space because although I've geared down in trucks and replace the loader with this. Now this tractor, the 4707, will take the place of the loader. It can run the 10-foot pusher. It's got a big bucket, can help us load snow. I will be backing the sander in here. The truck 1 ton and taking the sander off when I've got to haul snow. I've got a 9-foot dump. I can haul about half what I could with the the Volvo, but it's quicker than the Volvo. So I can, and I'm only from my counts that need to have snow moved. I'm only a mile and a half out of town, a mile outside of town, a half mile to the edge of town. So, and it's all good going at night, nobody around. So I'm assuming I can keep up to it. We're going to give it a whirl. We'll see how it works. That said, I've kind of moved towards the tractors and the pushers, and the 2860 was awesome. It worked well. The customers liked it. It cleans their driveways up just as well as a pusher, maybe a little better because of the rubber cutting edges. So, and then I was doing a video about the bringing the culvert end over to the where I'm putting the culvert in. If you go back and watch the videos, a few videos ago, I've got the culvert in now and covered, and I'll take you over and show you what I did. And I also put what we've done over there. I put the road over. Eventually I want to put a driveway in on that side. I'll put a gate up. and we're gonna develop that for our own personal use down beside the brook, and just have maybe a little getaway place over there, and that adds a couple trails to the system here we have around here between my son's property and mine. So, and I was bringing the culvert over, and I realized that I wasn't in the 4707. I was actually in the 80s. I was back in the 2860. So I traded this tractor in on the 4707. This is a 2020. There's 240 hours on it, 241. And when I've made the change to pushing snow with the pushers, majority of my plowing is in the village, and I can easily accomplish the 13 or 14 that are outside the village with the 1 ton or the my son's truck. He has one of my 8-foot extremes he can put on it and use it. Actually, I sold him an extreme, so he has his own extreme now. And it comes down to, these are just multi-use. If you're going to buy something that's going to be as expensive as a pickup, a 3/4 ton gasoline pickup, you might as well have the advantage of the diesel engine on a tractor. This thing is this 4707 is a beast. I just pushed some gravel off today. Now, I was easy with it. I'm used to running loaders and that kind of stuff, big loaders. And of course, this is not a commercial piece of equipment for pushing gravel, but I did push the gravel off what I had to and leveled it, and it did very well. This is great for the smaller accounts, a lot of driveways, the 8-foot pusher. Literally on some of my driveways, you can make two passes on the driveway and it's clean. Sometimes the third pass to really make it nice and clean, and you're out of there. So I think I've done videos where it takes me like 11 minutes to do a driveway, and this cuts it in half. Actually, it cuts it by 2/3 on time. Now, I see these guys that do videos and they're in and out of driveway in 3 minutes, and their driveways look it. I have a high rate of what I expect on our driveways and what my son expects on these driveways and what our customers expect, because this is what we've done for years. I don't lose customers. I had to give a few up this year because of my change in my business. I am getting older, and I have to cut back some, so I did. That gave me the ability to buy this tractor back and use it for this. So the 2860's back, same tractor. I think this is locked. Yeah, it's locked. Still has it on the seat. This one's all strobed up. I've ordered the strobes for this one. I do have the strobes on the back of this one. I'm waiting for 2 more strobes so that I can put them into the upfitter group. I'll have these back here, plus there's a strobe on the very top. But yeah, good thing I didn't sell my weight box, because I thought about it. So I have slowed down a little bit, but I have 2 new tractors. This is the 4707 is a 23 or 22. Excuse me, it's a 22, and this is a 20. So that one has now 30 hours on it. This one has 200. We have a 5-year warranty on them. This has a remainder of 3 years on this. It was an awesome tractor. It works great. I have absolutely no issues with those tractors. They're a great tractor. The 4707 is this is a 60 horse. That is roughly 70 to 75 horse, depends. This one is putting out a little over 70 horse on the dyno. And it hasn't reached its 50 hours yet. When it'll go back, and they'll put it back on the dyno and check it again. So, but 70 horse, 60 horse, look at the difference in the size of these. This one has radials. This one doesn't, but this one's a good tractor. That rides as good as any pickup, but actually it's very tough. So 1 ton goes on the other side. The other 2 tractors will sit in here. We'll probably leave this one without the pusher on it, because I'll be starting off with a 1 ton in the morning and getting my outsides, and then unless there's a big snowstorm, and then we'll be using both tractors and keeping up to everything with the tractors. And I will then bring the 1 ton out to do the ones outside the village. But primarily this one takes the place of the loader. This one is going to load salt and sand, also push snow, and that's where we are. And here I'm at 10 minutes, I'm 11 minutes. I'm sorry for going so long, but I wanted to explain this. So, hey, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the comments. I've got some new subscribers. Thanks very much for stopping in. Hope you see what you like. There'll be some snow plowing videos. Unfortunately, this time here, I don't do a whole lot of hot riding. Everything is getting put away, or has been put away. So there's some here, and there's some out in the other building. And so we'll be doing some snow plowing, and then the occasional whatever I'm working on. I'll bring it in if there's some time where we don't have snow, we can work on something. I'll have it in here. We'll be working on it. We'll be shooting videos on that. I wish my shop was bigger so I could have my tractors up front and work on my hot rods and all my projects behind it, but that's not the case. We are pretty big. We have a lot of space in here, but we're only 50 feet long, and we're about 64 feet wide in this shop. So, okay, thanks for everything. We'll see you soon. Stay tuned. I'll be back.